Have you ever went to go buy something and you had money in your pocket, your credit card balance was like at zero, and you're like thinking, "Come on, let's go buy something today." Whether it's something for $100, $500, $5,000, $50,000, and you got to the place and you met the salesperson and you just were like this. This isn't going to happen. And then you walked out, and didn't you say to your friend, your buddy, or your missus or mister, "We didn't buy because we didn't like the salesperson"? Yeah, most likely it's because the salesperson didn't know how to build rapport. Rapport is finding the common ground. Common ground is something that all of us need to be on when we're talking with people, not talking at people. And the easiest way to build rapport, number one, is to listen. Listen very carefully. You can talk your way out of a sale, but you're not going to be able to listen your way out of a sale. And the key question when it comes to building rapport is asking the 5 W's. Please remember that 5 W. You might even want to write that down or put it in your notes on your phone. 5 W. This will help you sell more cars. You'll have better relationships. You'll even have probably a better marriage. You'll be able to meet new people if you know how to build rapport. And that's where you ask questions like who, what, where, when, and why. Who, what, where, when, and why. And there's probably some other questions that you could ask, but I got to tell you this, 70% of the people, 70 plus percent of the people will buy from you if they just like you. If they just like you. But if 70% will buy because they just like you, doesn't that mean that 70% won't buy because they didn't like their salesperson? And most likely it's because the salesperson didn't establish rapport, didn't get them on common ground. You see, when you ask questions like who, what, where, when, and why, that opens up the customer. Think about this. When a customer comes on your lot, their tension is sky high. Their trust is low. Okay? So tension is high, trust is low. It's like a teeter-totter. You got to flip it, and you got to get the trust up here and the tension down there. Now, the easiest way to do that is to get the customer to talk about themselves. When the customer starts talking about themselves, they're not judging the salesperson anymore. They're not judging the salesperson anymore. So naturally what happens, they calm down, they take a deep breath, and they're finally saying, "Hey, I finally found somebody that's listening to me." That's why God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth. Talk half as much, listen twice as much, and I guarantee you'll sell twice as much. So slow it down, build rapport, but look for ways to get on common ground. In other words, what are they wearing? If somebody comes in and they're wearing an LA Dodger hat, guys, I'm just happen to be out in LA, okay, and I'm a Dodger fan. Don't hold it against me, right? I'm a big fan of the Dodgers. Tommy Lasorda, we're gonna get along real well. If you guys come in and you're wearing, let's say it's a Philadelphia Phillies hat, we're probably not gonna get. No, I'm just kidding, you guys, right? But find ways for common ground, stickers on the car, and do yourself a favor, please. Keep this professional. If you're going to build rapport, don't start talking about politics or religion or other hot topics like that. Put that stuff aside. Keep focused, stay on track, get people to like you. Remember this, 71% of the people will buy because they like, listen, respected, believed their salesperson. But the opposite of that is if they don't like you, they don't listen, they don't trust, they don't respect, then they don't buy from you. Let's wrap this one up. What I want you to do today is I want you to, get your buddy next to you or your buddy over at the desk and say, let's practice building rapport. How so? Well, why don't we just start asking questions like who, what, where, when, and why? Somebody says, well, I'm Canadian. Where are you from? Well, I'm from Hamilton. Where is that? Oh, it's over on the East Coast. Oh, well, how long have you lived there? Oh, I lived there like about, 15, 20 years. What do you do now? Oh, I'm in sales. Oh, where do you work at? Oh, I work over at downtown dealership. What do you do over there? Oh, I work in sales. Oh, and why do you like that? Well, I like helping people. Well, how long have you been helping people? It's been like 15 years or so. What you're doing is you're having a conversation. Think about this. The world's become silent. The world has become swipe nation, right? Everybody is swipe, swipe, swipe. Swipe right if you like me, swipe left if you don't, swipe right, swipe down, swipe up. So when people come into the dealership, they want to meet somebody that they can communicate with. And what I want you to do is I want you to talk with people, not at people. And the easiest way to talk with people is by calling them by their first name. And if you say, Steve, where do you work? Steve, what do you do for a living? Steve, what kind of car are you looking for? Steve, what's really important to you? See, you're not talking at people, you're talking with people. So the easiest way to do that is remember their name and then use who, what, where, when, why. And other questions like that. Maybe you might want to get a sheet of paper, get out your cell phone, and get on your notes. Right now, just go to your notes and write out or type out maybe 10 open-ended questions. Like who, what, where, when, and why. Just get a library of them or a playlist. And then when you come to work, make sure that you warm up, start asking the questions until it becomes a habit. And I guarantee you will sell more cars because people are going to drive away and this is what they're going to say. Okay, at the end of the sale, they're going to say this. We just got to tell you something, George. What's up, Steve? We didn't even expect to buy a car today, but we're so glad we met you. And then what'll end up happening is they'll tell their friends about you and you'll get more referrals. Build rapport. Remember, no like, no sale.